Good evening, good evening. Welcome, welcome. This is the Builders Club TV Live. You're here with Dewan Jones, your professional stay-at-home dad. Going to be an exciting interview. We got a special guest with us tonight. Going to introduce him soon here, but as you can see, Mr. Keenith Reed is no newbie to the entrepreneur world. As you can see, he's an entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur, the home business trainer, investor. Got a lot to talk about, and I think it's going to be pretty exciting. Stay tuned, and we'll get started in a minute. Hey, what's up, Builders Club TV Nation? Dewan Jones here, your professional stay-at-home dad. I'm excited tonight, super excited to be talking to our guest this evening, a powerhouse of an individual, just an all-around dope individual. I've been watching this gentleman do his thing online and in the work-from-home space for quite some time now. He's got a load of experience in this arena that we call the work-from-home space. Let me get my lighting right. Let me make sure you guys can see me loud and clear. I'm going to bring him on camera because I don't want to waste any time. I know he's got a lot of golden nuggets to share with us tonight. I have with me Mr. Keenith Reed. Mr. Keenith Reed, can you hear me loud and clear, man?
I can hear you. Can you hear me, Dewan?
Let's see if we can get you on screen here. We can hear you loud and clear, man. Let me see if I can get your face on here so the good people can. There we go. How's it going, sir?
How's it going, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Thank you for joining us and coming on the show to talk with the people, man. I know you got a lot of good knowledge and wisdom to share, man. I know the folks, the audience is excited to hear from you, man. You got a lot going on. You've been a busy guy lately, man, in your career.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Busy. It's the only way to get it done, Dewan. You got to make it happen, you know?
No doubt about it, man. You just shot 7 YouTube videos. If you guys didn't know anything about this guy, man, let me tell you something. He is the YouTube king, all right? A lot of you folks that are familiar with Keenith Reed and some of you that are getting ready to learn about him tonight, I want you to understand, when it comes to YouTube, nobody does it better, man. Am I saying too much or am I keeping it real?
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love.
Yeah, man. I'm going to be honest with you, man. This guy, you know, has definitely been a mentor of mine, but been a mentor to literally like countless thousands of people, man. And when it comes to, if you're looking to really learn that YouTube thing, man, you know, I can show you a little bit, but this guy right here, man, knows his stuff, man. And in fact, he's been a big inspiration and motivator when it comes to me launching my YouTube career. So I want to say publicly, thank you for being that energy behind me, that battery in my back, man.
Oh, no problem, man. Appreciate you. Hey, look, you're definitely welcome, Dewan.
Absolutely, man. So we're going to get started, man. What I wanted to do, man, this show is based around entrepreneurship in the work from home space, but you know, online there literally isn't a lot of places where you can go and find out more, like on a deeper level when it comes to the work from home entrepreneur. We hear about the different business ventures that we're all involved in. We hear about what folks are doing on the business scene, but people join people, right? People join people, not really companies, not really business opportunities. They join forces with people they know, like, and trust, right? So with this platform, the Builders Club TV is going to give work from home entrepreneurs, especially of your caliber and others, the opportunity to help people connect with you better, right? To get to know you. Who is Keenith Reed really? We know the success, we know what you do online, but who is Keenith Reed really? And I think that's going to be powerful, man. The Builders Club TV is sort of like what late night is for entertainment, but for the work from home space. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. So if you will, man, I got a question for you that I know a lot of folks learning about you. A lot of people know you, but I'm sure there's some folks on here learning or meeting you for the first time. Can you kind of give us some backstory, man? Like, a question I have for you is, you know, what was the switch that made you, you know, when did you get to the point where you thought to yourself, I can't be a 9-to-5er, I got to be an entrepreneur? When did you make that switch? What happened?
Well, I've always had an entrepreneur mindset. You know, I always wanted nice things, and you know, working a 9-to-5, it just wasn't for me. I knew it couldn't catapult me to where I wanted to go, and so I became allergic to a time clock, and I went to work on small ventures. You know, start my own little business as far as like, you know, washing cars and cutting hair out in the States. I went to school to learn how to do hair. So that was a big launch for me. And I opened my own salon. I had 2 salons. and had a mobile detail service, opened up restaurants. So it was always in me to become an entrepreneur. And from there, I got introduced to this home-based business industry. Matter of fact, one of the salons I owned, one of the guys that was a salesperson that sold hair care products came in, and he asked me did I like to travel, and of course I wanted to travel because I was so busy, but I definitely wanted to find time to travel. And told me how I can get into a company, and it was happened to be in the network marketing space. And I was very excited about it because I went on my first cruise, got an awesome deal, and I came back and started telling all my clients and friends about the awesome travel. And next thing I know, this company started sending me checks, and about 8 months later, I was able to retire from my salon and go full time in that home-based business. And I've been here ever since, and that's been since 2005. So I've been working from home, helping people all over the world create a income from home. So that's kind of how I got started.
So would you say your story is the typical story, man? It sounds like you kind of got out of the gate quick and made it fast, or was there some trial and tribulation in there, man? What were there dark times?
Oh, well, at the beginning, it was unbelievable times. Money coming in. I had never seen that kind of money before so quickly without having all the headache. Now, in traditional business, you're going to have your headaches, different working with employees and, all this kind of stuff that goes on with traditional business. But in the whole business industry, the income was coming in so fast, and all I was doing is just sharing my story. I was just what they call ignorance on fire. Didn't really understand it, but when I got in and started learning compensation and how it really worked, it was explosive. And then something happened to where income started going the other way, and I didn't know what was going on. Yeah. And at this time, I've created the lifestyle and everything, and now, I didn't understand why I was falling apart. And that was a great learning experience for me to see what could happen and why it didn't sustain. And that company got hit with a lawsuit, and it just went down from there. And now I'm in okay, what do I do now mode? I've been in this company for over 5 years and had a lot of success. And what do I do? That's when I really had to dig in and start learning. And I found out the power of the internet. Everything was going to the internet. And that's why I kind of got started and started learning how to shoot videos and understanding where the market was going. And it brought me all the way back. So yeah, it was those trying moments, man. Trust me, it was trying. But again, I'm a fighter. Got into self-development, reading a lot of books. I read The Secret, and it told me, even if you're down states, you want to stay positive, speak those positive things, and it really worked. It brought me all the way back. So yeah, that was kind of the story.
And you touched on the internet, you touched on that, and we know that, you're the YouTube king. I definitely want to touch on that. But what did you learn basically from that, get into that level, that height in your success, and then it kind of crashing below, now the way that you move, how do you decide on what's a great opportunity now that you've been through that experience?
Well, I understood early on, after going through that experience, that I need to become the asset. Mm-hmm. I became the asset. So no matter what company it is, I can do what I do because I acquired skills. Right. And I always tell people, learn skills, and they can't take that away. So whatever company, whatever endeavor I get into, because of the skills I've amassed over the years, I can do it with any company, go to the top, So I always tell people, learn the skills.
Right. So the value is in the first and last name. You build your first and last name, you build the value, you build the audience. You won't find yourself starting over every time, an opportunity to get involved in goes left or goes south, right? You build that brand, you build that personal brand, you build that name, and you're always going to have something to fall back on. Is that what you're saying?
Well, like you said early on, people join people, not companies. And Absolutely. So if you build a reputation where you have a good standing with people and people like you, and trust you, then, of course, it'll be a good decision for them. And, they understand that if they want to have success and you created this value, everyone is drawn to value. And that's why I tell people, always add value to yourself. It's like, if you don't have any value to offer, why would someone join you in any endeavor? They won't. You wouldn't join yourself. And that's why it's so important to continue to study, to learn, to add value to yourself so you have something to offer. Again, people buy from who they like and trust, but if you don't have any skills, it's gonna be hard for you because everyone is thinking, and it's kind of, everyone is selfish in a way. It's like, what can you do for me, Keenith? It's not about Keenith, it's what can you do for me? Right. So when they go looking for people, they're thinking, okay, who can I find that can help me get to that next level.
Exactly.
And if you're that person that offers that value, boom, there it is.
Exactly. So tell me this, you know, I want to dig deeper into the person, the Keenith Reed, behind the screen, behind the YouTube camera. You know, what do you do, man? What do you do when you're not building your business? You know, how do you enjoy life? What's some of the things
I spend time with my wife. We're empty nesters, so you know, kids are gone, and so we're empty nesters now. And you know, we just kind of enjoy our life, just take it, you know, just enjoy. I like going out, working in the yard. Believe it or not, people like, you know, you get to a certain level, you get have someone else cut your yard. But I kind of take pride in doing my yard work, spending time with my wife. We can go to movies and go out to eat and everything. And that we really enjoy that, you know, going travel and things of that nature. So really, you know, we do what we pretty much want to do, you know.
Does that help you kind of like regroup or recharge, you know, working in the yard, you know, going out with your wife? And would you recommend, you know, a person getting started in home business or a person that's been involved with home business to kind of make sure they take that time to take a break from the business and not just be 24/7 business, or should you recharge sometimes?
Absolutely, you definitely need to recharge sometime. And the way I have it set up, and this is why I chose to learn certain skill sets and be able to build my business through the internet. See, once I shoot video on content giving value on whatever it is, then the videos, they continue to work for me 24/7 while I sleep. So again, I can have my time back. People don't believe me when I say I'm not busy. They're like, oh, I don't want to call him because he's busy. I'm like, I'm not really doing anything, you know, because again, I put in the work. Like when you go out and, you know, shoot 7 videos like I did tonight, I shot 7 videos giving value. How many people would do that? Not a lot. But I understand if I go ahead and create that value, knock it out, like tomorrow I'll be in my office here, you know, editing, you know, doing my searching, optimization, getting those videos out there. Those are like soldiers that'll work for me 24/7. And now I can have my life back because it's no fun just work all the time. I want to be able to spend time with my family. So again, learning these skills has put me in a situation where we can have that quality time at the home front.
Absolutely, man. But I think you might have scared some people when you mentioned that word, search engine optimization. Oh no, what is that? What is he talking about, right?
Wrong class.
Man, what do you think? You know, why do you think, you know, video being so powerful, YouTube not on the jury no more, or you know, they're not on trial anymore? We know that YouTube can create some serious success for an entrepreneur. Why do you think people aren't shooting videos? Why do you think more people aren't taking advantage of video marketing in the work from home space?
Fear. If people understood that video is the most powerful form of marketing in the world, that's number one. So when you see something so powerful, what can keep a person, if you know that you can target any market, it's like shooting a free commercial. They don't charge you for it. You can index it into a search engine where it can be found. You can find a target market. But most people won't shoot video. It's because of fear. They're fearful of what people may think when they shoot the video. They may not say the right thing. And those things come from not, you know, you got to learn some stuff. So only reason you're afraid because you don't know a certain thing. Anytime you're uncomfortable with something, you're going to have a little fear there. I get a little jitters when I get ready to shoot a video. But again, since I understand, I really know what I'm going to put out there in the marketplace, you know, I just shoot it. And again, people got to understand, when you shoot video, you can always hit stop, re-record. You know what I'm saying? You're like, we can edit it. But again, that fear, it's that fear, man, that overwhelms people. And it's like, guys, if you understand, you can get past that fear. That's a normal thing. Once you learn something, you get comfortable with it, the fear will go away. You're still going to have little jitters. But again, find something that you can become comfortable with, where you can really learn that thing, really learn it. And when you teach it, ILT, invest, learn, teach, you really get comfortable. And now people can see through video that you're coming from your heart. It's not like you're not selling. People understand video because it's people. I have people that watch my videos and feel like, I already know you, Keenith. They call me and say, hey, man, what can I join? I want to join your business. What are you in? It's like, I didn't give you the business and you want to join me. Why? Because through video, you're able to see my personality. You're able to see what, you know, based on my lifestyle, you know, me spending time with the family. I do videos. My wife, we go out. I'm a shoot video, you know, so people get to know me. It's like a reality show that you shoot for yourself. So that's a big win. Video is key. Notice Facebook. if you go through a news feed now, it's all video. LinkedIn, when you go through LinkedIn, it's most video.
Right.
I saw that early on, and so if people grasp this video game, it could really be game over for you.
Yeah, I think more and more people today are learning that content, creation is a powerful tool because, I mean, statistically, 80% of today's internet traffic is video. People are watching videos. People don't want to read, right? It's easier just to pop a video on and just watch, right? So let me ask you this, man. What do you think? Let's switch gears a little bit. What do you think of the temperature of the work from home space? How do you feel about where the work from home industry, where it's at right now? How do you feel about it?
We're in a good place. People are getting laid off jobs, and I tell people, understand the position of a big corporation. They're looking at their bottom line. So what you need to do is figure out a way to increase your bottom line, because if it's a way to increase their bottom line, that may mean firing you, they're going to do that. So if you're going to put all that time and energy into someone else's dream, why not put that into your own dream? Learn these skills, go out here and put it to work. But, when you look at what's happening in the environment, people being laid off and things of that nature, that feeds right into people looking for another source of income. And they're out there online looking for some type of home-based business to generate some additional income. So I feel we're primed and ready for it.
People are looking, right? People are looking
Absolutely.
for a way to make another way, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Look, one job won't do it anymore. 2 jobs might not do it. So again, when you can create something part-time and generate a little additional income, that always helps. So yeah, it's really a good time for the home-based business industry.
Do you recommend a person start part-time working from home, or should they have a job and a work from home business? Should everyone have a job and a work from home business? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm glad you said that's a good question. I always say start part-time. Always. And that was the mistake I learned early on when, things came crashing down, because we had created this lifestyle, and now with the paychecks going the other way,
right, yeah.
It's like you didn't have any job. So it's like, oh, snap. That's when panic really set in, and 2008 hit, and everyone knows what happened with that. But always have you a regular job and to support your part-time business. And once you get to where you got 3 to 6 months of income laying to the side, your part-time business is making more than your regular job, then you can kind of consider. But not until you've really stacked away some income where you can sustain for at least 6 months.
Right. Absolutely. Let me ask you this though, man. A lot of people, I think you're right. When you say a lot of people are looking for an opportunity, working from home. People are realizing that corporate companies are literally looking out for their bottom line. So you should definitely cover your bottom line. But, what do you say for people who are still skeptical of this industry and still thinking that it doesn't work? What do you say to those people, if you say anything at all?
Well, I don't say anything at all, because again, when you think about people that are skeptical and they're broke, how can you be skeptical and broke at the same time? It doesn't go to like, wait a minute. See, skepticism, at some point you got to say, okay, let me base a decision based on documentation. I'm a big believer in documentation-based conversation. There are so many things out here on the internet that are garbage. So I always tell people, when you make a business decision, always base it on the documentation, not the hype. Everyone is hyped out of their minds. So when you talk about finding something legit, make sure you base it on documentation, nothing else.
Right. So I asked that question to ask this at the same time almost, is that's one of the pitfalls for a lot of people, is they meet people who are skeptics, huge skeptics, and they allow that to discourage them. What do you say for a person who's especially getting started as a newbie working from home? How do you coach them as far as avoiding that, discouragement, making sure that they don't fall off because someone's telling them, hey, what you're doing is a scam. Hey, what you're doing is not legit. Hey, what you're doing will never work. What do you say to a person that's getting started in this industry, how to avoid that pitfall?
Well, first thing I would say is self-development. You got to get your mind right. Most of the time when people saying something doesn't work, I always ask them, give me something that does work. See, if you're telling me something won't work, it would make sense that you may have something that will work.
Not
but
negative
most
Nancy.
of the time when people say it doesn't work, They don't have anything. It's like, well, why would you tell me this doesn't work when you don't have anything that does work? You see, so, get your mind right. Self-development is the biggest piece. I mean, I think that's number one. Get your mind right. Read some self-development books. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That's a great book. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. Here's a book right here.
Powerful.
Science of Getting Rich. So these are books that prepare you. They prepare you for negativity. Any time in life, you're going to have negativity coming your way. But if your mind is right, it doesn't faze you. You got to understand that you have a goal to achieve, and you're not. It's the enemy necessary. You're going to make it happen regardless. And again, think about this. Even if you become successful, you're still going to have those that doubt you. Mm-hmm. It's like, I mean, it's crazy how that is. Most comes from family and friends. I just tell them to come to the cookout in a new zip code. It's cool. They're going to think the way they think anyway. So that's not your problem. Your problem is, let me see about me and my household and take care of that. And I think everyone will be fine with that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what are you working on, man? What are you excited about? What kind of projects do you have coming forth, man? I know you got a lot of exciting things that you're working on, man. What should the people look out for?
Well, I just started a new program I'm very excited about. It's in, a couple things I look for. Definite demand for the product, compensation, definitely got to get paid, and then a system that allows it to be duplicated. And that's a very, very important part. When you find something that can be duplicated, this will tie into residual income. So my new project, I'm very, very excited about it. Very, very excited.
Awesome. How do people get in contact with you, man, if they want to link up with you or find out more about your business and everything you got going on?
Well, you can visit me. You can actually email me, legacygroup8@gmail.com, or you can give me a call. You can call me at 1-800-372-8129, or you can go to my website to see the venture I'm into, startmoneytour.com. That's startmoneytour.com.
We'll also link that in the description below the video so you guys can check that out, man. We know Keenith Reed is a busy guy, but we definitely wanted to pull him to the side for a quick second or two just to, talk with him and pull some nuggets, out of his brain and kind of see what he's got going on. But we definitely got to have you back on, Keenith, especially for our new live chat series that we're going to be doing, the Builders Club TV live chat series. Make sure you guys look out for that, because this is where we're going to bring, powerful forces like, dope people like Keenith Reed back onto the show, and you guys can just pick his brain and ask him questions live. I'm sure he'll be down for that. And so, look forward to a lot of great things coming with the Builders Club TV. This is the pretty much the only place where you can come and get raw, live, uncut information from some of the top producers working from home, real amazing people that are doing big things within this niche. So, guys, we want to thank Keenith Reed for showing up and speaking with us live. It's been an amazing conversation having that with you. I appreciate that, Mr. Keenith Reed.
Oh, not a problem. It was my pleasure, Dewan.
Absolutely. We'll see you next time, man. Keep doing big things, man. Much blessings. Tell the wife I said hello, and keep doing it big, bro. We'll speak to you soon.
All right, tell the family say hello. We're talking a bit.
All right, Builders Club TV Nation. We're going to be playing this for you live. Going to show this again. It's going to actually be on the Builders Club TV website. Make sure y'all check that out. Look out for more to come with the Builders Club TV, and we'll see you next time, guys. Peace.